It's funny how going on holiday and deciding on a device that is specifically for me, not for YouTube, not to get views, changes the game a little bit. And the RGB20SX is a device that I haven't really given the time of day, haven't really looked at it since it was launched. I made a couple of videos and then I just put it aside. But now that I'm going on a big holiday again, I am kind of leaning towards this as my main device for the holiday. So let me show you the contenders and then we can have an argument in the comments. I've already made a post on my YouTube channel, and some of these are the choices that some of the people suggested. Some of them were inspired by what the people suggested. A lot of people know me and said, why don't you just take the Miu Mini? And that is definitely a valid thing to say to me. The Miu Mini is the GOAT. It is the best retro gaming handheld in my opinion. And I've got this or the Plus to choose from. And the benefit here is a Garlic OS, such a nice operating system to have on here. It's got auto resume. This has been sitting on my shelf for quite some time, and I just switched it on and it went back into the game that I was playing, and I was immediately like, oh yes, I was playing through Darkwing Duck for the Game Boy. A little bit small on the Game Boy, obviously compared to this. Yeah, and also if I play SNES and NES, I think NES is also 8x7. Anyway, if I play those games at 8x7, I get quite a nice look on here. Whereas here, I'll have to play those systems in 4x3, which is also fine, but definitely a very small screen. The Mini Plus gives me a little bit more. The other thing is when you're traveling, to be able to put this in your pocket and just have it around. That was on my last big holiday. The Miu Mini was my companion, and because I don't play a lot when I'm on holiday, I'm not like constantly playing games, but it's just nice to have this with me to go through a game that I wouldn't usually play. So I'm not a big like olden day I never got into RPGs in the olden days, but when I was on my big overseas holiday a while back, I played The Last Airbender, I think it was. No, I played Mother 3, and I really enjoyed it, but I never enjoy those games generally. Anyway, so that was my last holiday, so I kind of want to take something different this time. It might still make the cut. Anyway, the other big contender, surprisingly enough, is this massive device, the Neo 2S. Now, the only time I think I will actually use this is on the plane. So I definitely think it's immediately like a no from me, even though I would really like to play my Steam games on my holiday. Like, I'd like to get into a Steam game. Someone just gave me a nice game. Kai's Retro Gaming, he gave me a lovely game that I've been wanting to play for a while, and I want to play it through a nice story-based game, but it's just too big to lug around. I have since, and I'm going to make a video about it, I have since taken Windows off here and I've put Bazzite on, so it's no longer really a productivity tool for me. This is just a gaming console, so to take it on my travels doesn't really make sense. So it nearly made the cuts, but I don't think I'm going to take this on my holiday. One that somebody mentioned was the RGB20 Pro, I think this thing's called. And it's just too like weird looking for me. I will feel like an idiot on the plane with this. It is a great Game Boy. It's got a very high resolution screen for the device, and it's got this cool sort of 90s retro look to it. And it's got a huge chin, which makes it more like the original Game Boy, which I really like. I'm a huge Game Boy fan, and it's probably what I'm going to play most on my trip, that and maybe an NES or SNES RPG. So this is definitely up there, but I think it's a no because of the look. Then the other one that is still very much in contention is the AYN, not the Retro Pocket 5, but the AYN Odin 2 Mini. And just because I absolutely, this goes down as my personal favorite handheld so far since I started making videos for this channel. I absolutely love it. It's definitely a personal choice. It's very expensive, and I'm lucky that I have it. But it's a PS Vita with a rad screen and all these lovely controls. The controls are exceptional, very nice, a little bit clackety, but very nice buttons. I really like this, and still, as I make this, I think to myself, I think this might be the one. We'll get back to the RGB20SX now. Okay, so that's definitely a big contender. The other ones are, so as soon as I thought of the Retroid Pocket Mini, which is the device when this arrived, I've been planning this holiday for a long time. I was like, this is the device to go on holiday with me. Lovely OLED screen. It makes all my old games just look new and fancy. Yeah, I mean, look at that, like those bright colors. Like to play, I'm an NES guy. That's what I grew up playing. So, to play through some NES games on my holiday, like picking this up now, I'm thinking, it's difficult, man. It's difficult because this is so compact. Also, a nice one just to chuck in your pockets. It's going to be around wherever you are, wherever I'm traveling on the plane, and it's Android. So that's the next thing. So what I didn't mention here is the big draw to Android is I do have these. Okay, I won't wear that on the plane, I promise. I will still look a little bit ridiculous on the plane wearing these, but these XR glasses. So I can load some offline Netflix shows on here. I still haven't finished The Last of Us. So I could watch my shows on here and use this as my screen. So Android, that's the reason my Android devices are still in the running for my device for my holiday. And I'm surprisingly still keen on the Retroid Pocket 2S. It just hits the spot, the nostalgia spot. It's still got the great controls. They haven't improved much because they really perfected the controls here and they just kind of kept going with them here. So I've got great controls on the Retroid Pocket 2S and it's just got such a cool retro look. So this still... you know what, I'm not going to take this. I'm definitely not going to take this, but I do think it was worth mentioning. And then the other thing is, when I'm on holiday, I'm not going to play a lot of games. It's really just a curiosity to keep me busy when, I'm waiting for something, or if, we're sitting on the balcony somewhere and I want to, instead of read a book, play a game. And the other big contender is this. This is the Funny Playing FPGBC. Now you can switch it between the Game Boy color scheme and a Game Boy. So I've been playing Super Mario Land. I picked up a lovely Super Mario Land cartridge. So I've got this, but then I also picked up, when I got this Super Mario cartridge from someone, I also picked up the 66-in one. So it's kind of like an emulator. I get a whole lot of games that I can play on my holiday. I need to work on the speaker, it's distorting. But Game Boy Color, people are probably going to look twice when they see someone playing this. Really cool. And I also do want to do a bit of thrifting to see if I can find a few cartridges. So it'd be so cool while I'm on my holiday, I pick up a cartridge and I play it while I'm there. So a very top contender here. Now let's get back to the RGB 20X SX and give you the reasoning why I think this might be the one. So like I said, I haven't really given this much of the time of day. Not a super popular device, and so I haven't made a lot of content for it. And I am doing more project videos for my channel, and I'm going to be refreshing this. So I found a chap online. I forget his name now. I'll put his name on the screen now. But he's designed a back for this. Originally he just got rid of the buttons. He's actually put flat buttons on the back. I'll put the 3D render on the screen. He's actually put flat buttons on the back here, and it gives it a very nice nostalgic Game Boy. He's even put the sort of lines on the back, and it feels, I think it's going to look and feel like a Game Boy. The other part of the modding project is that I want to put Gamma Core in here, which will allow it to do Bluetooth, I think Bluetooth headphones, and I'm not sure, I haven't really looked into Gamma Core much, but maybe I can put my Netflix stuff in here. So imagine this with a bit of Android power in it. That would be so cool. And then I can still play my whatever I decide to play on my holiday. So that's the reason why this is still number one on my list. But take a look at these and let me know in the comments what you think and the reason why I should choose one over the other. The holidays really do kind of give you a different perspective of gaming and what you will be gaming. I love my Steam games, but when I'm on a holiday, I just want something easy and nostalgic and relaxing to play. And an old retro role player game is definitely that thing for me.